WrestleMania Night 2 proved something very important. The WWE knows how to deliver, which makes Night 1 even more confusing. You're watching WrestleStop. My name is Joe. This is my hot take. Because after watching both nights, I don't think the problem is WWE's talent. I don't think it's the roster. I don't even think it's the matchups. The problem is the format. WrestleMania does not need to be 2 nights. And Night 2 just proved it. Because Night 2 felt like WrestleMania. It had big matches, big moments. Matches that actually had time to breathe and stories that paid off. It felt important. It felt like the biggest show of the year. Night 1 did not. Night 1 felt like an undercard, a Saturday night's main event at best. And that's the problem. Because if you're going to split WrestleMania into 2 nights, both nights need to feel equally important. And based off this weekend, they don't. Night 2 feels like the real show. Night 1 feels kind of like a setup. And that's a terrible way to structure your biggest event of the year. Because now fans are sitting there asking, why does this even exist? Why are we doing 2 nights if one of them just is going to feel like an afterthought? And it's not even about bad matches. That's the crazy part. Night 1 was not awful. It just didn't feel meaningful. Short matches, rushed pacing, way too many ads, moments that didn't have time to land. And then here comes Night 2. Suddenly everything clicks. Matches get time. Stories get payoffs. Moments actually matter. Ads, still an issue. So now the question becomes, why couldn't Night 1 be that? Because clearly the WWE knows how to do it. They just didn't do it. And that's where the 2-night format starts to hurt the product. Because instead of one stacked, incredible show, you get one night that feels mid and one night that feels great. Why not just give us one great show? 7 to 9 matches. Every match matters. Every match gets time. Every moment feels big. No filler, no rush segments. No, this could have easily been on Raw energy. Just a focused, high-quality WrestleMania. Because right now, the 2-night format feels like it's stretching the card a little too thin. Not every match feels like it belongs. Not every moment feels necessary. And the fans can feel that. Night 2 worked because it was tighter, more focused, more important. And that's what WrestleMania should feel like. Not split into, this night is okay, and this night actually matters. And here's the craziest part. Night 2 made Night 1 worse. Because now you see what the WWE is capable of. And it just raises the question even more. Why didn't we get this both nights? Was it the pacing? Was it the booking? Was it just loading everything into Night 2? Or is this just what happens when you try to stretch WrestleMania across 2 nights? Because if that's the case, maybe it's time to rethink the format. Because bigger is not always better. Longer is not always better. Sometimes less is better. More focused is better. More meaningful is better. And right now, WrestleMania feels too much like it's trying to do too much, instead of doing the right amount perfectly. Am I completely wrong here? Does WrestleMania need 2 nights to come across as the greatest event of the year? Or would one stacked show be better? Drop it in the comments. I already know Jeff is going to have a very strong opinion on this, as talking to him yesterday, he does. So tune in Wednesday for his rebuttal. That's my hot take. What's yours? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you for watching another episode of WrestleStop. If you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You can reach us at any of the addresses on screen. And there's a couple extra videos here on the screen. If you liked what you saw, maybe you'll like one of these as well. Thanks for watching.